Welcome back to part 2 of What If Zuko was in One Piece universe or world. Part 2. So, yeah. In part 1, I went over the, like, same, or not Simone, the Zuko ends up getting teleported to One Piece, and there he got hypothermia, and then the big guy like him with his lovely lovely daughter of his, and yeah, if so she ends up telling, or she could tell that he's a perfect match for her, not her father, but she has a perfect match with Zuko, and she ends up dating him. Yeah, and then the My Hero Academia people wanted him back, so then they created a machine that brought him back to where he was, like, got caught up in that mess, but he got hit in the head twice and lost his, like, some of his, like, puzzles to his memories thing. There, he asked, or they asked him a bunch of questions of what happened to him and all that stuff. So then, yeah, then his wife from One Piece that you see on the screen, this girl, and his daughter, hold on. So this is what their daughter looks like right here. Yeah, because she has the same thing what her father has, the green hair, but same style as her mom. And yeah, she's basically the most powerfulest person, or she's the second most powerfulest person other than her father. Her father is the most powerfulest person. So yeah, she usually trains, and she gets smarter, like smart as a cookie. Thing. And yeah, she does a lot of things. And plus, she's not affected by because her power is similar to her father's and her mother's. So, because her mother's power takes, like, or copies the Delfruit thing, like her Delfruit, and turns it into a power without the like a negative part of no swimming thing. So yeah, years have passed. He wants to take his daughter to what My Hero Academia universe has. So, plus he asks the big guy before if it was okay. Yeah, as long as you keep my sister or my daughter safe, okay? I'm trusting you. Don't worry. And my granddaughter, too. So, yeah. So then, so they both, like, went and had some fun. And when they got back, it was it was before All Might versus All for One. As All for One is, or All Might's down, but not out. As a beam of light, as All for One shoots a beam of light thing at All Might, as Zuko absorbs the attack, as he tells his sister, or no, his daughter or tells his daughter that, watch this, I'm gonna go toe to toe with that crazy guy. As he absorbs the attack before, as he says, yes, I'm back. All Might. You don't need to worry. I am here. As they battle it out, keep things interesting. As Simone, or no, as Zuko uses his power to mimic her like dino personality thing, and like bam, wipes or crushes the All for One, and then he ends up saying, there's one thing, as he uses his guy's weapon. So, you know that big hammer with the, like, spikes comes out of it? Yeah, he swings it, slams it right into the, and now, that makes it, I know that you have immortality, but it's just fun to play around when I get serious. I'm the most powerfulest person. As now things are, as All for One gets back up before his regeneration, or no, like his regeneration was slow, but his entire body was like healed in an instant. Ready? I'm not gonna use full power. Or gonna use full power. Alright. As he looks at her, and she knows that, and what he's gonna do is crazy. So she takes her daughter for her away, because she knows that now you're really getting me fired up. As he uses his full power, as his body starts to explode with energy. Not really, but like Super Saiyans gone like supernova, as he basically beats All for One faster than speed of light, like surpassing it. as he slaughtered All for One. As All for One and died that fateful day. As his body still, because he had zero, so if there was any damage to him, then it would automatically repair itself. So yeah, Zuko, as everyone's like, man, this kid's on a whole nother level of it. And how's your head doing? As All Might ask that. And but still needs to recover from it. The sea floor is harder than the water itself. Yeah. So, as he gets around really well, as he shows, or he explains what certain quirks could do, as Principal Nezu found out that he came back. If he comes back, it means that his two other people came with him. And so Nezu approached him with a, like, not violent one, but more like kind walk. And she looks down at, what's this vermin doing? And Zuko says, oh, that's not vermin. This is Nezu. He's a principal of UA. It's a, school. For the quirked people that can be taught how to use their powers for good instead of evil. And yeah, all that stuff goes on and on and on. Yeah. But she loves him. Yeah. As Nezu says, that I see your head's back to where it was. Yeah. It kind of felt good to, like, and let me introduce all of you. Everyone, and meet. I forget her name, so let me look at her. Her name's Luta, or Luta. Yeah, Luta. Yeah, the one that transforms into like that she like. Yeah, well, he's introducing him. This is my wife, Luta. Luta, meet everybody. And this is our daughter. And tell me in the comments of what would their daughter's name be. Celia or Salo? Celia would be probably Kazuku. Or Luta and Sula. Or, yeah, Sula. Yeah, that's what for this video. If you have any better ones, let me know in the comments below. This is, as Zuko says, this is Sula. I don't speak, like, Japanese names, so it's I don't know what it means, so that's why I'm lying. So Ula says, hey, as she has the cutest voice. As her mother does too. As some of them are thinking that's so cute. And Grapefruit is about to thinking about touching them, like their Zuko's daughter, in her. As Zuko knows that that as he don't even think about it, as he grabs the arm of the grapefruit before, yeah, as he actually says the name, as he tosses him into a building, hits his head. Yeah. So, yeah, they all like introduced each other one by one, and of course, Principal Nezu says, "So you and this lovely, wonderful woman are married?" Yep. It's a long story. Okay. But I remember what had happened. So, yeah. So then Nezu and Zuko want to talk privately. Because it's between guy and guy, like conversation thing. She owns, as she like gives him some space, but she makes sure to hug him to make sure. Okay. So then they go like into his office, and his daughters or his daughter is playing with Ochako and Momo, and yeah. So then Zuko, or so the after they had the conversation about the backstory of what just happened to him, he could not believe it. Yeah, he could not believe that this kid got dropped out of into the water and got saved. My almost had hypothermia and all that stuff. Then the whole thing of course, so then when after that, Grapefruit was like did that thing, the same thing again. When she tells Zuko, "Can you get this pervert off of me?" Sure. As he grabs the grapefruit, as when he laid his hand on the grapefruit's head, then he mind controlled him to let go. As he sends him through another building, and she was so embarrassed that she was like hiding behind him. It would be like that same instance where the yeah, you know your Honor told me to watch after you, right? To make sure that nothing happens or nothing bad happens to you. And what did I do? Hey, it's not my fault. It's not your fault. This pervert just walked up or walked around me and then ends up doing that to me. Yeah. Yeah. And you might be wondering, as Zuko, I almost said Simon. Zuko tells her that he remember when I said that quirks in this world is similar to Del fruits without the like losing the ability to swim. Yeah. He his weakness is if he uses to overuse his quirk, then the blood spews down his face. He explained what every quirk does. As yeah. So then Frog Girl and Ochako heard that it's as they asked them or asked him like, what do you mean? As she thought they were gonna ask him out on a date. So, but turns out he says, "I'll answer your question." Name, see my name. She has the power compared to like quirks like you guys have. Name, go ahead. And she shows her like reptilian form. Um, um, and yeah, and yeah, but they have a weakness. They have one major weakness. That would be losing the ability to swim. Um, like imagine if wrong girl, had the ability to like what you have, but you would have lost it because that would be like also your downside. And she explains it way better than me. As she explains how, as they're like, man, you two know each real well. That's why you two are a cute couple. As most of the girls are like doing that to Zuko, and she's embarrassed again. And then the grapefruit like comes in, then that would be like her kryptonite thing of embarrassment thing. So then, yeah. So reason why I chose this what if is because after seeing that picture of her holding Zuko, that gave me an idea. So yeah. So they start visiting, and now it's Overhaul versus the Class 1A. So, and plus, they Nezu tells Zuko that if he wants or if it's okay with him to have his daughter go to UA. And he says that's perfectly fine. We'll switch between our world and we'll switch on and off. It would be like her world back to here, then him. Okay? So during I don't know how it will work, so that's what we'll figure it out, as Nezu interrupted. Okay? Because with your powers of infinity and zero, we found it in your DNA. Okay? You could be the most powerfulest person in the world. So, and did you want to be a hero? Yeah. But then where's the reflect, by the way? I want to give him one whack. One, slap thing. Okay. And the reflector comes in as he slaps him right across the face. And because he wants to know why did he do that? As Zuko says, that's for reflecting that beam of the villains right to me. Yeah, yeah, sorry about that. And who's that pretty lady, the one that you were with earlier? The one with the blue and purple, long hair with horns. As that is Luta, or I don't know how to say her name. So, yeah, her, yeah, cute name. What does her powers do? Well, she transforms into a dinosaur, as he explains the whole, in that alternate universe, as Reflect is man, thank goodness it was born here, not in that world. Imagine having this quirk in that world, where, but I'll lose the ability to swim. That's just too crazy. And this is one I was wondering. So yeah, Simone, or no, Zuko was I need to talk to the father or his or her father. And when you meet her father, he is a pretty big guy. He is buffed up with horns that are and he has this power that I never saw it, but I probably will ask him when get back to her world. Okay. So then, yeah. So then it was time. So they go back to their world and they cook up something. And Zuko wants to So he asked the big guy, "Name, this is one question that my like people from my world asked." As he looks at him, "So what is your power? Is it similar to like your daughter, like shapeshifting?" "Well, let me show you. Come with me." As he comes with, it's mine. Yes, it's similar, but mine. As he shows his like human form, like his scales thing, and then he transforms into this big dragon. As Simo or as Zuko is like, "Whoa, that's cool." So yeah. So then, when his daughter went to bed, he he had a lot of things to needed to plan out. As he is trying to think about it, so the big guy could tell that he's thinking. So he asks him, "What are you thinking about?" "Well, when I was in my world, the they asked me if my daughter or our daughter, that would be like your granddaughter, would be go roll into UA. That's a school to learn how to control her powers." And I don't know how it will work. Like, if you want, what do you want? If it was like, say, your own daughter. Oh no. You're gonna see her on like weekends, right? And if you're, I know you're known as like a father to like my to your wife. Hey, I could tell that you're trying to think about it, and I'm okay with that. Like, through the most of the week will be like school time, but during like work thing, or like the summers and winters, will be here with the rest of us. Okay? Sure. And so then the peace treaty between Zuko and her, or like worlds, have like combined into one Hun world. Technically, they'd still be two worlds, but they could switch on and off. Who gets, okay? And so they had a little scene of which days though. So he goes over to Henry Hill Mountain. Don't worry. Oh, I'll be right back. As he goes over, and like Nezu was expecting him to like pop out of nowhere. He does. Yeah. Simon Hoon does. Or no, actually Zuko was like, well, what would the weekends be? Like, we already figured it out. That's good. As he tells him that he see or that for rest of the week except for like Saturdays and Sundays would be like normal days, right? Yeah. Like weekends would be like for summer and winter will be over at One Piece World, and then but for the rest will be for this week thing. That's good. But we need to test your daughter first before, so just to make sure what we're dealing with. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So then they go, or so he comes back, and so so Zuko, who would ask his daughter, this one, and so, are you ready to go to like a school? Yeah. And then of course, if you want to come, go right ahead. Don't worry, it will doesn't like separate the. It will be like, it would be good to see when. It might be overwhelming, but just trust me. So, as he goes with, and so this is my universe. As All Might is in his buffed up form. Um, or Mr. Aizawa has like, welcome to UA. And he looks tired out. Huh. You always look tired out. Or does he always look tired out? Yeah, that's Mr. Aizawa for you. His quirk or his power is to erase. When he looks at you, like if you had a quirk, the quirk would and be activated. Like it cancels out the, that dark, probably the dark. Do you have a dark fruit that does the same thing what Mr. Aizawa does? Yeah, it's called a dark fruit, and yeah, it mobilizes quirks or the other devil fruit users, and they also does like weird stuff. Okay, and so and Midnight is like, honey, I heard that or as she basically did something really like, I saw this big guy and oh, that's Midnight. That's her hero name. He with her skin exposed, like if she like takes off her thread stings, her quirk activates. It puts anyone to sleep. Right? Yep. And she she looks mad as plus her face looks so like embarrassed. Like she cover that's why she's covering her face in the mask thing, because she looks away. And because normally she couldn't wear that inappropriate like thing, but the Zuko gets embarrassed too, but he's just trying to push that thought aside. So all of these now, where's All Might, by the way? As they hear this, as a big crash, I am here, and that's All Might. He has the powers to buffed up. This is his buffed up form. And how I know that he could buff up or buff down at, okay? As blood spills. Yeah. This is his actual form between, yeah. So as the big guy is like, I can't fit through the door. That's okay. And as Zuko uses his shrink one, so he shrunk him to size of a, like, instead of the big tall guy that's bigger than the door, shrinks him down to size of like half the size. Like basically he shrunk him down to what Momo's size is. But his horns are still like large, so he shrunk them both down to like normal size. Better? Better. As they both walk in. As Mr. Zhao, or Nezu, or as a certain girl with green hair, green long hair, comes out of nowhere. Yeah, her. She says, "Hey, big brother, what's up?" Clap. Good to see you. Oh. So are you doing the, like, going to UA? Yeah. Can't believe that you're actually has a family. Yeah. Yeah, and meet our daughter, her. And the daughter's like, "Who is this girl?" Oh. Oh, this is my sister, Zumi. We came. I was and the or we both were born from the same. Hey. So yeah, as Nezu says, or as Zumi says, yeah, can believe that we meet. I mean, all that stuff. So how's our mother doing? Well, after you left, and first time, she was like all up in arms about trying to get you back, and then she heard that the certain or two people in home was able to steal you and put you back into that world. And she's mad at like that. And Zuku says, "Calm down, um, name, yeah." So, and this, as Zuku or Zumi notices, there's this big buff guy. Who, who is he with a like mustache thing? Oh, him. Yeah, he introduces himself. Oh, oh, and I have seen his power. Or after I asked him about it, and man, he looked like a dragon lady and mountain lady. He had a kid. That's a joke. Oh. And he just realized, oh wait, hold on. You're joking? Okay, that's funny. And they, yeah. So then the work test for her and for him. So he did that. Because both of them have the same intelligence as a, like, they know everything. So then now they go to class 1A. Or she actually goes to class 1A. But her father got tested because for just being because yeah. So then they all asked him. They asked Zuko if this guy, or they actually says his name to show what he can do. As everyone's like, can't wait. As they got their own chairs, and he asked to show them that what. So he grew to the same size and they could not believe that he. Yeah. So during the weeks, she goes to get ready and goes to school, and plus, you know what's funny? Zuko and their daughter are both immortals. Basically, they are like they could survive anything. They can never age. They can never die. Basically. So yeah, and funny part was that he gave some of the, like, he copied his immortality thing, like keeps people young and alive, and to her. So she ends up being that, and it doesn't even touch her, like the her Fruit thing. And he did it to him. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people will probably survive everything. So yeah, it was weird. So now this is the end of the what if. Please leave a like. Please leave a share. Please leave a subscribe and all that stuff. So peace out, y'all. And don't worry, part 4 will be coming after this part. So, bye.